Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, Seth on the another Lieutenant Jenny Jr. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. There's already an endeavor available, which we're going to take a look at in a second. I've actually got some plans thanks to Aaron, my second in command. So we're going to take a look at that later on. And it's all looking good, so let's go ahead and roll the intro. And if you like what I'm doing, please go to that link there. I post all my work and all the stuff that I do to that link right there. If you like what I'm doing on my streams and stuff, and you support me if you like what I'm doing. Yeah, right. So hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? Alright, so today's endeavor. Now, what the endeavors are is every 2 or 3 days, they give us an endeavor thing. That way it keeps us busy, because when you get to level 60, there's really nothing to do but the raid stuff. Here we call them STFs in this game. There's really nothing else to do in the game besides make a new character and level up another character in the game. And do the game grind and stuff. But today's raid, now this is for your crafters. So if you like crafting stuff and, like me, when you get on my overview thing, yeah, I'm maxed out all my crafting. I am completely maxed out and everything, that's everything else. So this is to you, crafter people that likes to craft stuff. So, if you've not done your, draw this down a little bit, because I see it's blocking the screen there. Yeah, I've actually been told on my screen, the way I have the, now on my game screen, all this, like the camera that's down here, trying to throw it just a little bit. Yeah, like right there. On my game screen, I don't see that, so I see the whole game as I'm playing the game, but then I use ODS, so these overlays, I guess you'd call them, like over here, where the chat box is. Yeah, in fact, I can't see that. Let me slide it up a little more. There it is. So, like the word now says, I actually got the chat boxes, so if anybody talks to me on Twitch, anybody talks to me on YouTube, you'll be able to see your comment on my stream to everything I share there. But on my end, on the A&D, because like I said, I play the game on an A&D setup, but I stream the game with an Intel setup. That's everything else and all. But now I see the game chat, that's everything else, whereas on the Intel, that monitor, I see the overlay, see all the stuff, and got Intel doing its thing. Anyway, so what we're talking about, like I said, to you crafters, this is definitely to you. So let's go ahead. Oh, and before we go, I actually got asked earlier, now that the General stuff is completed, if you've done the temporal narcs and you've done the toss guy stuff, the guy you want to see is right here, Temporal Agent Philip Craig. Now on the Klingon side, if I remember correctly, on the Klingon side, he's over there where you train your duty officers, and on the Romulan, you have to go to that flotilla. No, not the flotilla. Go to your Romulan command base thing. And the bench, the overhang, or whatever you call it, where you walk out and you're looking at the new Romulus and you're looking out. If you turn around behind you as you're like looking out at New Romulus and look, I want to say if you go straight out and then turn to your right, I believe he is. In that right corner, he's like standing right there looking out in the shadow, because he's in the shadow, looking out on New Romulus as well in the shadow. And that's what they are. So like I said, have you done your General? This is the guy you go see to your General stuff, because I actually got asked on one of my
How can I assist you today? Or in the future?
As I was saying, oh, it's a little loud? Oh, okay, hold on, let me adjust again sound. Alright, there. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Anyway, so like I was saying, um, if you've done your general stuff, everything else, the guy you want to see is this guy right here. Click on here, and you'll see all your stuff that you had done on your general. As you see, account wide, account wide, account wide. A lot of this stuff, depending on how far you got your general, if you thought the thing expires, you did a claim. Now, granted, on the other thing is, now that the general recruit is done to the TC, now to the councils, I believe it's still going to the councils. I believe. I don't think they've expired yet on the councils. To the TC last week, it expired last week to the TC players. So now you can come here and claim. Now, granted, the general stuff to the TC players is now done. But you not completed the little thingy, the little which I'm going to show later because I'm actually going to do the Aaron's idea. I'm going to do like Stranded in Space and basically do a replay of all of those missions that are on the General tune. Because the one reason why, when they brought Lethorge in fact, I'm going to show here, when they brought Lethorge in, I think you stopped the signal, and I want to say this one. There were some missions where they actually put Lethorge in, and, you know, Quinn wasn't getting the mission out. He was Lethorge getting the mission out. So now that we've got, you know, the D-39 thing over, and we got the good doctor with D-39 back, me and Aaron, especially this one right here, we want to see, did they change the mission giver? Is that the good doctor from D-39? Now, getting that mission, lifted everything else and all, you know, so we're kind of curious. I'm actually going to get on my general. Now, I do know that there was other people like Goonie, Tenderwolf, and some of the others were doing some of these missions. Like, I know there was one of these here at the Git. They were doing it on their general, and the game was glitching so bad that, you know, they'd go in, the game would kick them. They would go back in, the graphics would be breaking really bad. They'd go back in, and I forget one of these. I want to say it's this one right here, where my one good friend, he went in, and when he dinged in, everybody was like waist high. They was literally dinged in, stuck to the floor, so they couldn't do anything. Oh, thank you, honey. I love you. You know, so when they dinged in, they was literally stuck to the floor, so they couldn't really do anything. They dinged out, and they had to wait for like an update. Then there was another one where, I think no, it was either spin the wheel or what lies beneath, where he dinged in, and his characters, his bridge officers that come with him, one, for some reason, again, got stuck in the floor, so he had to run around with just him and the other bridge officer that was able to come with him. While the other one, you know, he's like, oh, screw this, I'm just going to go ahead and play it as is and play through it, and left the bridge out there at the spawning spot where you beamed it at and just left them there. So hopefully, yeah, there it is, the alternate Klingon. There it is. That's the one that me and Aaron's thinking. Because right there, the scientists, the good doctors on D-39, me and Aaron was actually thinking, like they did with Lethorge, did they replace, you know, Admiral Quinn getting this mission, that instead of Admiral Quinn, it's now the good doctor from D-39, you know, Dr. Degier. We're wondering. So I'm actually going to play on my general, kind of play through all of these, see where all of these are, and see if there's anything that added in, anything new. Because I know I had actually been yelled at by some of my other friends saying that, you know, Star Trek Online's a dying game. Star Trek games don't do a copy and paste. Now, granted, it is. It's run by a Chinese company that's, you know, trying to make the buck, trying to, you know, do everything to make money off of the name brand Star Trek, just everything else and all. Got me being a beta tester and a light timer. I will be honest, thanks to how they broke the game with all the exploits and allowing people just to come in and one click something and do nasty amount of heals and nasty amount of like potatoes and confused holes. Yeah, I totally agree that the game's broken right now. That's everything else. But story wise, I've always enjoyed the details of the story, the graphic details, because they really took the time. And if you remember, back in 2009, 2010, this was the only game that actually had the DirectX 11. All the other games that was out was still playing on DirectX 9. This was the only one at the time that had true DirectX 11. And if your video card and CPU could handle and actually do the processing of DirectX 11, this game was definitely fun to watch and definitely fun to do. Definitely. But anyway, so let's go ahead and do this endeavor. Alright, so first, first one's actually real easy. If they have not moved it, it's right outside of, if you go toward the Wolf 359, it sits over towards Wolf 359. So go to Sector Space. And I'm actually flying this ship, because I just realized I do not have to trade off this ship yet. And that's the other thing I'm pretty much doing, going through all my shits and collecting the starship traits off of them. Alright, so the first one's real easy. You got Wolf 359. Now there's one this way, but there's another one kind of like right, I want to say it's like, I know it's in between these two areas, but if it's not there, go just past the Endorian system. I want to say it's down here somewhere. Alright, so the easiest way to look, you turn around, someone that's gotten it already because I don't see it. There's Go 359. Come on, turn around. Yeah, see, someone must have gotten it already. You'll see allies. It'll just say ally. Let's go toward this way. Yeah, someone that's gotten this one. Yeah, I don't see it. Alright, let's go head down. Head down to U. So I know there's one just as you're passing Vulcan. The Vulcan planet here. I want to say it's like in between this. It's somewhere like in here. I see it a lot of times right in this area. And if you're doing the mission and you've not done your crafting to the first time, as you come out, instead of going right from one to the other, and you kind of go over here a little bit, you'll see it and you'll click it and you'll get a thing. Congratulations, you picked up your thing. Oh, thank you. You'll see the thing. You picked up your first crafting and space, blah blah. You did their R&D, and they'll pop out saying, hey, start doing your R&D leveling. Yeah, 'cause I don't see it. I don't see it. Well, I've not done my fly high yet, so let's fly down to Riza. Let's head down to the Throth Hatch. Let's head down towards there. I'm burning up! Splat. I don't know why. Lately, the game has been real laggy lately, and I actually had trouble getting into this morning. It literally kicked me 3 times straight in a row in the little air retort. The thought that the thought said, oh, it's in this air retort here. No. The air retort was not popping up for some reason. It was just a blank. No nonsense. So it wasn't giving me a ticket or nothing, just a blank thing. So I couldn't send no ticket number in. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing it. There's Thursday's 24. Then again, I'm guessing everybody's here collecting them. I wonder, see, he's not going to show. Those are just going to be names of missions. There it is. There's one right there. There's one right there. So if you go toward the left hatch, there's one right there. So when you see ally, off in the distance he'll say ally, off in the distance. But then as you get closer, it should be a little, see there it is, abandoned ship. So as you come up to them, you'll see ally off in the distance. Then you'll see abandoned ship. Now I do know that they disappear and then they spawn in, they disappear. The one good thing is once you find them all, there it is. Scan abandoned ship or crafting materials. And again, like I said, where I'm at, you see I'm just past the life rights going to this system down here. There's one right here. Once you get it, they're always in the exact same spot. So if you're on this one, there's one like down here somewhere. The one I always go to is just about 359. It's like right up in here somewhere that I always go to. And then there's another one. If you've never done this before, and as you're doing your missions and you start to come out, it's like right in here somewhere. And you click on it and it'll pop up. Congratulations, you've done your third R&D material and blah blah. So let's go ahead and scan it. And of course, it's a little mini game. There's one. Now you can't click on it again because as you see, and after a while, it'll just disappear. Alright, I'm gonna go back up towards, well, let's go towards the Fleet Star these. There's K7. Oh, there's one. There's one worth an end. You saw it right there in the distance. There's one right there. Cargo vessel. Now, this might be that other one. Yeah, that's that one daily that we used to do a long time ago, but volume red alert. Well, let's start going back up because I'm gonna go towards the. I'm gonna go back up to you. Yeah, I totally forgot about that mission. Yeah, we used to do that. My whole fleet used to do that. So the it was called the Monday, Monday Money Grind or Money Run. We used to do every Monday, just everything else and all. And the guy Derek used to do one running it. Thought me and him would run it. We'd have everybody join up and like basically do this, could do that one, go to the Thar space, do the Thar ones, and just everything else. And like I said, just keep looking off in the distance. You'll see ally off in the distance. And then click on it and go towards it. La, 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 la. Shoot throw these 24. There's one. Ah, that's break either. Never mind. We'll do it this way. That way I can line up. There's Vulcan. Here's go 3009. Alright, so let's go up this way then. I know there's one towards Romulus. Yeah, see, the only problem with them, I want to say every hour in the hour, they do respawn, I believe. Every hour in the hour, I believe. Alright, let's do that. Let's head back down to the throttle patch, which is, it'll go right there. No, it's closer down here. It's down to this one right here. If I'm on the correctly. La 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 la. We just need 3 of them. Just need 3 of them. Let's go 3009 over there. Just break even. That's right, I think, over there. Actually showing up. As you can see, once you hard it, it disappears. Let's go towards Riza. I know there's none by Riza. I know there's one down here by the dry path down here. So like I said, once you hard it down, they disappear. And you don't see them for about an hour or so. I think there's like a 1 hour timer on them once you hard it down. Then they don't show it again for a good hour. They're on the correct line. And like I said, I'm sorry for the stuttering, the jerking. I mean, I'm actually lagging. I'm not dropping no frames. I'm looking at the thing. I have no frames being dropped. Yeah, I got no frames being dropped. So, I don't know why it's a stuttering. Yeah, let's get back up towards you. I'll take a little back, see if it's shown it yet. Like I said, off in the distance, you'll see the word ally off in the distance. And then you'll see abandoned ship, and then you basically click on it, and that's your crafting material. Here's Drakey then. And that's how you see them. Off in the distance, you'll see the word ally off in the distance. Then as you come up to it, it'll say abandoned ship, and that's your crafting material stuff. And I want to say in each sector block, there's maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe, in each one. So once you collect it in that sector block, it disappears and you don't see it for a good hour. You have to wait for it to respawn again and show up again. And I'm coming up on the break even. Let's go 359. Yeah, take a look. Let's go toward this way a little bit. Let's go all the way toward New Ron on Nenda system. I don't think there's any other new Nendas, I don't think. Cause that's the only thing. If I remember correctly, there's like maybe three to maybe five in a sector lock. And once you harvest it, it disappears and then you don't see it for a good hour. You have to wait for it to respawn again. Yeah, let's head that down towards the briar patch again. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll show up again. The only thing is I need to collect like 3 of them. And again, it'll just say ally off in the distance. As you're coming up to it, then it'll change from ally to abandoned ship. And that is your crafting material stuff. Nah, that's unacceptable. Hold on, I'm talking to my girl. That is unacceptable. You too, you're an asshole. Yeah, I got my girl. She likes, saving animals, everything else. And she saved a kitten from an animal shelter. And then she's got her little, sweet little heart Nico. Well, apparently YouTube is going after her and giving her hell. So what's she doing with them? That's just BS. I agree. I totally agree on that. There's one. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'll stop. Now this is, you see the Lesta system. Do you want to see a comment? Yes, we do have comments in the game. We actually have comments. This is one of them right here, which is outside of the Euron EDREN system. So if you want to come look and you want to see a comet flying in space with everything else, where I am is the EDRN system going towards the southwest sector over here with everything else. Just if you come toward the D or 3024, come over here and this is where it is. So this is cool as hell. Because of the glow effect. Yay, we're riding the comet. Whee! That's what I'm trying to do. But like I said, so if you come up towards this system right here, you'll find this little comet. And yes, we do have a comet in the game. And again, it's a little mini game. There's two. Now, like I said, this will disappear. And so if you want to chase a comet and collect on the comet, come up to this system. And like I said, they'll disappear, just everything else, and then basically respawn back into the game about an hour later with crafting materials. So there you go. Yeah, the flying comet that you can collect from. Alright, let's go toward the dry patch, which is where the other one is. And again, just look for Ally. You'll see the name Ally off in the distance. Yeah, I just need one more. We'll have the endeavor completed. Alright, there it is. Now, the reason we pulled on this one earlier, so it should be back now. So if you go towards the drive patch, and you'll see it over by this Chrono system. And there it is again, as you can see. It's back. And it's again, it's a little mini game. And there it is, completed. So we get 564 specialization for 98 expertise, and this is the material you pick up. I got something blinking. Probably, yeah, the general thingy. Yeah, so let's take a look at what we got now. Alright, so we get 15,000 energy credits, 50,000 some energy, R&D material, $1,000 lithium, and another $1,000 lithium. So that's pretty much. Now this one here, I've actually done ask. When you do this, is this the same for everybody? Now I've actually seen, like one time me, Goody, and Tender was doing it. I had say this. Goody had nothing but R&D material. Another guy that we was playing with had nothing but pretty much energy credit. So this is not going to be the same thing for each person. For some, it's going to be one thing. For others, it's going to be something else. So it's going to be different for each person. Alright? Yeah, I'm going to recycle that because I really don't need it. Um, that's about it. That is about it. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and head towards the rise because I've not done my fly high yet. Um, pretty soon I'll actually be completing that pretty soon because I am 880 out of the 1,000. That's everything else. So pretty soon I'll actually be completing that, and we'll be taking a look at the shit that's everything else and all. Real soon, that's everything else and all. So I'm gonna go ahead and head down and fly high. Once I get this done, I'm gonna jump on my generator, and like I said, we're actually gonna do the whole storyline because me and Aaron got talking last night. Like they did with Lethorge. They brought Lethorge in. Where is that? There it is, Elton Klingon. They brought Lethorge in, and he started, where you wasn't getting the orders out. I believe it was Dr. Signal, I believe, and a couple others. Where Quinn did not get the mission out. It was Lethorge getting the missions out. So, oh, hi, Dina. So me and Aaron's actually thinking, to this one especially, we want to see if they, now they've got D89, the Doctor this year. Now in the game, this and everything else, kind of play through it, see what's new, see what's been added to the game, see, what's going on. But I will give you a hint, Guinea, Tender, a few others, they completed it on their Generar. In fact, I'll go ahead. I'm going to set this guy. I'm going to send him a riser. And then we'll jump over there real quick. So, like they do with Thorge, they brought him in. He took over some missions and that's everything else. Now, I do know, like I said, on the other one on your Generar, a lot of these storyline missions, they was having glitches like crazy and all kinds of stuff like crazy. They was having all kinds of issues with everything else and all. Oops. Yeah. As I was saying, so they brought him in, and everything else. But when they brought in the General, and everything else, yeah, there was a lot of game glitches and a lot of problems and everything else and all. So I'm gonna go ahead, go do my fly high mission and everything else and all. After I'm done, I'm gonna jump on my General and I'm gonna start doing the game story with my General and everything else and all. So I'm gonna go ahead and break it. But I will have to say, pretty soon, this is going to be coming to an end pretty soon. Yeah, so you got till August 16th, and then it expires August 16th with everything else and all. And then it's going to be done. And then, like I said, I'm now up to 8,880, 8,800, or no, 880. And then we'll be picking that shit up, take a look at that shit there, and see what that shit can do, just everything else. And as you can see, I'm basically like bouncing a wall. You can actually, if you look down, you can see the wall that I'm against right now here. As you can see, you can actually see the wall that I'm pretty much against. So that's basically a picture on a wall, basically. Alright, well, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and break my, ooh, fireworks, whee! Let's go to the fireworks. Let's see, can I land on anybody? Oh, not nuts. Oh. Alright, so, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I am Southside Junior, otherwise known as Jimmy Junior, just everything else. If you like what I'm doing, if you like my stuff, definitely join me up on my fleet here. This is my fleet. I've got one on the Klingon side that you can jump on. We'll be glad to help you join. I do have, Steered and Dave, who's today's not in it. The only one that's in my screen is Dino. Usually gets in and helps out, just everything else. And we'll be glad to teach you the game and help you learn the game and everything. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and do my fly high. Then I'm going to jump on my general and we're going to go through it and see what we can do. Alright? So, let's go ahead and do the end of the show deal and I'll see you all soon. Alright, so you Federation players little on Chrysler, you Ronald. If the doctor would figure out what it is. They say it's just an allergy thing, but it's something else. Romulans, John True, Klingons, Katla, and also you new Generals. Victory is late. I'll see you out there in the stars. Bye.